Working 40 hours a week for a company that can replace you tomorrow morning is a highly risky financial strategy. Quick note, this video is educational only. This isn't financial or tax advice. If you are exhausted from trading the best years of your life for a paycheck that barely covers your basic living expenses, you need to understand exactly what I am about to show you. Let me introduce you to Mark. Mark is the textbook definition of the perfect employee. He grinds away for 8 to 10 hours a day and always goes the extra mile. He played by all the rules society taught him. Take out loans for college, secure a safe corporate job, and slowly climb the ladder. His reward? A standard salary of about $4,900 a month, which is roughly $59,000 a year. But after taxes and deductions, he's left with roughly a few $100s of disposable income. Once you factor in soaring rent, car payments, and a grocery bill inflated by a struggling economy, Mark is left with almost nothing. He is exhausted, living paycheck to paycheck, and stuck in an incentive loop of constant financial anxiety. Even worse, with the recent waves of corporate layoffs across the U.S., Mark wakes up every day terrified that his name is on the next chopping block. He has very little control over his own income. If Mark is doing everything right and still feels like he is drowning, surely the system is broken, right? Absolutely. For many people, the traditional wealth-building system for the working class is becoming less reliable. Now, meet Sarah. Sarah used to sit in the cubicle right next to Mark. She had the exact same job title and the same heavy financial stress. But instead of praying for a tiny 3% annual raise that doesn't even keep up with inflation, she decided to step completely out of that traditional framework. Without a massive inheritance or a fancy Wall Street background, she realized a fundamental truth. Her skills were worth significantly more on the open market than what her boss was paying her. Her reward? An income ranging from $8K to $24K a month, depending on her niche, pricing, and delivery. 2 retainers plus 1 project-based deal can easily get you there. Most people won't hit this fast. This is what it looks like when the system is executed consistently. She has 0 corporate debt, no micromanaging boss, and a much greater freedom to work from anywhere. More importantly, she doesn't fear corporate layoffs because she completely controls her own cash flow. As a financial coach, I see this reality playing out every single day. The old loop of work hard, stay loyal, and wait for a promotion is a one-way ticket to burnout. If you want to escape the rat race and build real wealth, your best move is to stop thinking like a replaceable employee. You want to become what I call a digital architect, someone who builds and leverages high-value digital systems to generate independent income. This is a high-probability blueprint to reclaiming your time, and I am going to show you exactly how to execute it. Talent maxing. Destroying the corporate mindset. I know what the voice in your head is saying. That sounds great, but I don't have any special skills. I am just a regular employee. That is a common belief that holds people back. Think back to your last annual performance review. Your manager likely glossed over the things you are actually good at and spent 30 minutes telling you to focus on your areas of improvement. The corporate system is obsessed with making you fix your weaknesses. Why? Because they want cheap, well-rounded employees who can do the job of 3 people for the price of 1. Trying to be decent at everything drains your energy. In my experience, the best performers do not waste a single second trying to fix their weaknesses. They find their one natural advantage and they double down on it. To build real wealth, you generally only need to be exceptionally good at one core strength. Every single person in the workforce naturally falls into one of these 4 foundational categories. The organizer. You bring structure to chaos. While everyone else panics over missed deadlines, you calmly build systems and checklists to make sure everything runs like a well-oiled machine. The analyst. You don't guess, you look at facts. You can look at a massive spreadsheet or a broken company process, spot hidden patterns, and figure out exactly why a company is losing money. The communicator. You are naturally gifted with people. You know how to read a room, calm down an angry client, or pitch a new idea so clearly that everyone instantly buys in. The creative. You refuse to do things just because. You connect the dots that others miss. Whether it is writing a compelling email, designing a presentation, or finding an out-of-the-box angle to a boring problem. Grab a pen and write down which of those 4 types you identify with the most. Once you lock in your core talent, we will know exactly what kind of digital architect you are meant to be. To help you take this a step further, I am hosting a free financial planning session this week where I break down how to turn your specific talent into a high-income stream outside of your 9-to-5. Secure your spot using the link in the description. Now that you know your strength, how do you get the market to hand you money for it? Service maxing, choosing your high-value niche. Out in the real world, a business owner is not going to hand you $5,000 just because you have a nice resume. The open market prioritizes one thing: value. To stop trading your time for a fixed hourly rate, your best move is to shift your mindset from doing a task to solving a massive financial problem. To get paid premium prices, your digital service tends to follow the 3 golden rules. Your service should do at least one of these 3 things. 1. Make the business more money. 2. Save the business time. 3. Save the business money. If your service hits 2 or all 3 of these rules, you have a high probability of building a profitable business. This is service maxing, packaging your natural talent into a high-value service that directly impacts a business owner's bottom line. Here are the top 5 online services you can offer right now, requiring no college degree, mapped directly to your talent type. 1. Brand identity and design. Branding isn't just drawing a logo. It is about pricing power. Why can a luxury shop charge $7 for a coffee while a gas station charges $1.50? Perception of value. When you redesign a company's messy visual style, you allow that business to confidently charge higher prices. You are directly making the business more money. Best 4. The creative visual thinking and the organizer, structuring brand guidelines. 2. AI automation integration. Instead of fearing AI, leverage it to build your income. Small businesses waste hundreds of hours manually responding to emails and doing data entry. By building simple AI chatbots or automated workflows, you reduce the need for that business to hire more staff. You are saving them time and saving them money on payroll. Best 4. The analyst spotting bottlenecks and the organizer building logical steps. 3. Deal making. And 2. Partnerships. This requires 0 technical skills. Deal making is acting as the ultimate middleman, connecting a business that has a product with an influencer who has an audience. You negotiate the sponsorship and take a 10% to 20% commission. You are purely making the business more money. Best 4. The communicator, relationship building, and the organizer, tracking multiple deals. 4. Strategic video editing. Human attention is today's most valuable currency. Businesses need short-form videos to survive, but owners often don't have time to edit. By editing their raw footage into engaging content, you give them back their time. Good videos drive traffic, and traffic turns into sales. Best 4. The creative storytelling and the analyst, studying audience retention data. 5. Sales funnel creation. A sales funnel is the digital journey that guides a stranger until they pull out their credit card, like a landing page and automated emails. A great funnel can heavily increase what a business makes from the exact same amount of website traffic. You maximize the money they make from the leads they already have. Best 4. The organizer linking complex systems and the analyst testing conversion data. These services are high-speed financial vehicles. The specific vehicle matters less than simply taking the first step. Next, I will show you how to execute this in the real world, even if you feel completely unready. The skill maxing loop, execution and scaling. The biggest hurdle you will face is your own employee mindset. You likely think, I work 40 hours a week. I'm exhausted. I don't have time, and I'm not qualified to charge money. The traditional system trains you to believe that learning must happen before earning. You spend years in college just to get permission to earn a starting salary. In the real world, if you wait until you feel 100% ready, you will be sitting at your exact same desk 10 years from now. To break the low-income loop, your best move is to learn and earn at the exact same time. This is done through the skill maxing loop. It is designed for busy people to build a high-income digital service in their off hours. Let me introduce you to my former client, David. He was a burned-out logistics manager working 55 hours a week. He wanted to build sales funnels, but thought he needed 3 more online courses first. I told him to shut down the courses and execute these 5 steps. Within 6 months, he replaced his corporate salary. Step 1. Define. Beginners often overcomplicate things. They try to offer everything: social media, ads, logos, blogs. You are a one-person operation. You cannot run a massive agency. Strip your service down to its rawest form. David didn't start a marketing agency. He simply built one-page websites that captured emails for local roofing companies. One service, one specific audience. Step 2. Sell. In the corporate world, mistakes get you reprimanded, so employees fear failure. But in the open market, failure costs you nothing. I encouraged David to start emailing roofers immediately, without a portfolio. The first 20 ignored him. The next 5 said no. But on his 28th pitch, a roofer finally said yes. Rejection is just market data telling you how to adjust your pitch. Step 3. Deliver. The moment David got his first client, his psychology changed. Nothing upgrades your technical skills faster than the pressure of delivering for a paying customer. David spent his weekend figuring out the software bugs. When his funnel generated 3 roofing jobs for his client, he realized the market prioritizes financial results over degrees. Step 4. Fix. Once you deliver, you will hit a bottleneck: time. If you work a 9 to 5 and stay up until 2 a.m. doing side hustle work, you will burn out. Your best move is to use artificial intelligence. David realized writing website copy took him 3 hours. He started using AI prompts to draft copy in 30 seconds, editing it for 20 minutes. He fixed the bottleneck and protected his sleep. Step 5. Systemize. As you get multiple clients, tracking payments on sticky notes leads to total chaos. You need one centralized place for your clients and invoices. Which brings us to the sponsor of this video, Odoo. Odoo eliminates the administrative headache by giving you one simple platform to track projects, send professional invoices, and get paid quickly. They offer a free plan to help you get started. So check out the details and click the link in the description. The 7-day client roadmap. To stop overthinking and start acting, here is your exact 7-day roadmap to put the skill maxing loop into practice and get your first paying client. Day 1. Choose one specific niche and one core service to offer. Day 2. Build a simple, one-page sample portfolio to show you can actually do the work. Day 3. Send 20 pitches. If you don't know what to say, here is a proven 4-line template you can use. Hi. Name. I noticed a specific problem with our current setup. I created a quick sample of how I'd fix this to bring you more leads. Mind if I send the link over? Cheers, your name. Day 4. Follow up with yesterday's list and send 20 new pitches. Your KPI is 40 total outreach messages. Day 5. Close a starter offer. Keep the price low in exchange for a case study and experience. Sell. Day 6. Deliver the work, ask for a testimonial, and get permission to use it as content for your portfolio. Deliver. Day 7. Raise your price for the next client and write a simple standard operating procedure to systemize your workflow. Systemize. The skill maxing loop never ends, but eventually you will want to stop charging $500 and start charging $5,000 for the exact same amount of work. To do that, you need to change how you position your value. Position maxing, the secret to 10x your income. This brings us to a high probability wealth multiplier, position maxing. You can do the exact same digital service as someone else and earn 10 times more money. You get paid based on how you position your value to the buyer. When you apply for a normal office job, you hand over a resume filled with tasks. I answered emails. I managed a schedule. You are trained to sell your time. But there are only 24 hours in a day. If you operate this way, you tend to hit an income ceiling. To multiply your income, stop pricing yourself like an employee. A true digital architect does not sell tasks. They sell outcomes. Business owners do not care how many hours you spend at your laptop. They care about the financial result you deliver to their bottom line. Let's say you write articles and emails for businesses. The employee mindset, selling a task. I write blog posts and I charge $50 an article. You sound like a cheap commodity. The business owner will often view you as an expense and negotiate you down to $30. The digital architect, selling an outcome. I build strategic content assets that increase your customer conversion rate and turn cold traffic into paying clients. The physical typing is exactly the same, but if your writing helps a business close $10,000 in new sales, they will often happily pay you $2,000. You are no longer an expense. You are a high-value financial investment. Change the perspective, and you instantly change the pay. But even with perfect positioning, there is one roadblock that stops people from crossing the $10,000 a month milestone. If nobody knows who you are, your bank account will likely stay empty. Brand maxing and outro. Scaling beyond the grind. Most people will not get past $10,000 a month, not because you aren't working hard, but because getting to $10K is one challenge. Scaling to $50K is a completely different game. Relying purely on cold emails can replace your corporate salary. But eventually, you will run out of hours in the day and your income will likely plateau. To scale your wealth, your best move is to build an automated machine that attracts high-paying clients to you. This is brand maxing. I am not telling you to buy an expensive camera or do trendy dances on social media. A highly effective way to build a personal brand is simply cleaning up your digital storefront. Right now, your online profiles, LinkedIn, Twitter, probably look like an average employee's page, pictures of your lunch, or complaints about the weather. You want to transform your public profile into an expert portfolio. Instead of a bio that says marketing enthusiast, change it to I help e-commerce brands scale revenue by 20% using automated sales funnels. When a wealthy business owner clicks on your page, they should instantly see what financial problem you solve. When your profile acts as a 24/7 billboard, you stop chasing clients. They start chasing you. Let's summarize your blueprint to escaping the incentive loop of the rat race. 1. Stop strictly focusing on fixing your weaknesses. Double down on your natural talent. 2. Choose a high-value service that makes money, saves time, or reduces costs. 3. Run the skill maxing loop. Start pitching in the real world immediately. 4. Stop charging an hourly rate for tasks. Charge premium prices for profitable outcomes. 5. Build an expert digital presence so opportunities flow to you. I want to know which of the 4 talent types you are. So drop a comment below. Are you an organizer, an analyst, a communicator, or a creative? Once you start making this independent income, if you don't know how to protect it, you risk losing it all. Earning money is only half the equation. To learn the exact steps to manage your new cash flow so you never rely on a boss again, click the video right here on the screen. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to join our community of wealth builders, and I will see you in the next one.